Good morning from a clean, organized workspace. My room I cleaned yesterday, the whole day. It was crazy. I organized everything, put everything in boxes, sorted them out, started new projects. So I feel lighter today. And as husband said, he said, it's just it's like a workshop. You know, you do something, you work in it, then you need to clean it. That's what I did. Because I asked him, go and look and see how nice my art studio is looking. He came in, he just shook his head. I said, oh man, you waited too long. I've already started a new project, so now it doesn't look as if it's cleaned, but it is. I now know where everything is. All my papers are sorted. My cloths are sorted in categories there. Dyed, not dyed, little pieces, vintage sheets and stuff, my vintage things, my doilies, whatever. So all my papers, and there on the couch that I am using my couch now as a place to just put all the other boxes. So I'm sorted for now. So what did I do after that? I did so many things that I want to share. So where will I start? So first of all, I decided to make a couple of small little gratitude journals to take with to my kids in Thailand, to give to all their friends as presents. I don't know, they said Zana, my little granddaughter, they've got a Christmas fete or something, and she needs to have a little stall. So I thought, oh, I'll make a couple of books, take some small paintings and stuff of mine with. So now I am busy with the little books. So one thing that keep coming into my mind is, but what if they don't like the gratitude journals? You know, the not so perfect, very crazy arty little journals. You know, not everybody likes it. Some people really like very, very perfect, clean, whatever journals. So I asked husband, I said, so what can I take for the kids? You know, my kids, the grandkids. Because usually I create lots of clothing things for the granddaughter, but now they're getting older. So what can I take? And it was funny. He said, really, I think Zach, that's my grandson, he's now 9.5. He would like a journal, a very nice journal. But he said, it must be very structured, very neat. You know what I mean by neat? Because he's like me, husband said. And if you give me a book like this, I will not even look at it. I mean, it's lovely, it's beautiful, and I love what you're doing, but that is not me. And then I said, but really, I don't know how to make a very nice, neat, clean journal. You know, it's not me. So that made me think. I am now busy and creating lots of little journals, but not everyone is going to like them. And you know what I have realized? That's not my problem. I create with love. I take with love. So what the other person think about it, do with it, that's not my problem. All I need to do is just listen to the life in me and just go with the flow, enjoy myself, and then as the Spirit leads once again when I get there, bless people with us. I will know which one to give to whom or whatever. So why worry now or fret about it and think, but what if, you know? So once again, just be, just create, just go with the flow, you know, and stop thinking, but what ifs, and if that one doesn't like it, or this, or, you know, I nearly stopped creating them because I started listening to that thoughts, you know, and it would have been terrible for me because I would have stopped the flow. I would have missed this beautiful, joyful, creative journey, this step, my step of making small little books to take with. So I said, get behind me and do my thoughts, and I'm just going for it. So what did I do that I really want to share with you? So about 2 days back, I thought I need more papers. I don't have enough tea-dyed papers, tea-dyed and turmeric papers, and cloths. I need to do more fabric dyeing. I need to dye all my little doilies things. I had lots of white ones. This was the one with the baby pink rose in, and I thought I need to do the tea dyeing thing again. So I got out my pot and I put in, I think, about 12 black tea bags and a big spoon of turmeric with about 2 liters of water. And in that I threw all my little doilies I wanted to dye, lots of just ordinary cotton pieces. So I did all of that in my pot. And then I did something that I haven't done before. So after I took out the tea bags, I usually now dry them because, you know, now I need to use tea bags in my journals as well. But I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to get some papers here in my little room, and I am just going to put that on plastic and then just put the tea bags, the wet tea bags, just put that on the papers, because somewhere I saw someone, she was just putting tea bags randomly on paper, and then she look at the thing and then draw whatever she saw, you know. I'm not there. I just thought, you know, I need small little papers, smaller than an A5. So it's going to make beautiful marks just when I put the tea bags on. So that's what I did. And look at the result. Isn't it just gorgeous? So all I literally did was I put some papers on plastic, and then I just press the tea bags, the wet tea bags, over some papers, and then I just dropped the tea bags on, and I left it for the whole night, and the next day, voila, isn't this gorgeous? So this is the second thing I did with my tea bags. The first one is I dyed all my cloth. Just look how beautiful that came out. At the charity shop I found this. It was white with hearts on, and I thought, you know what, just throw it in. Look how beautiful. So, and this was really just a very, very, very sun-kissed piece. And, so that is what I dyed. So that was the first thing. Then the third thing I did was, once again, I just took my lots of papers, I threw them into my tea mixture, I soaked them, then I just went and I put them outside on my patio, and voila, there after a while in the sun, I got enough papers, tea-dyed papers. But I want to show you this. Look at this. Look at the pattern. I put this one onto a rubber mat that's in front of the door. And look how it dyed. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got like we did with the coffee dyeing and the tea dyeing with the net and the things. It worked exactly the same. I didn't put them, I just put this on the mat. There wasn't any more space, so I thought, let me just put it there. And voila, there. Now I know how to get beautiful marks without even doing a lot. So I did 3 different things with my tea-dyed water, and it's just awesome. So what I did with the small little papers that I did is I just put them in my little books and I am now just making some signatures. Now I need to start filling them up. I need to add different things, and I am absolutely loving creating my little books. And once again, I have no idea where they're going, who's gonna get them, and my dogs are playing downstairs because they were playing here, and I said go, and there they are now. So, but just look at one of the little books. I am just putting everything that I have that I love. That's what I thought. What am I going to put in these little books? And I thought, you know what? Everything that I love, that I create, that I love, that makes me happy. I am just going to combine all of that. So I started, as I said, with all my tea-dyed papers. I added that beautiful one. Then I want to, in each one, just place a little doily like that. I cut it up. It was a large one that I just cut, and now I've got many, and I am just loosely putting it in my little books. And how I am going to go, what I'm going to do now with them, I need to start looking for something to make a cover, because I don't want to make big ones. I need to get them in Thailand. I need to put them in my luggage. And paper weighs a lot. So they cannot be big. So I don't need actually more than one signature. This is plenty. If I have lots of little things in here, and after I've now put on the cover, whatever that's going to be, I'm not sure what that's going to be, then I can bind it whichever way I want, and it will be this size. So look at this beautiful, beautiful doily. Charity shop find. Isn't it? It's a butterfly. I absolutely love it. I think I've got 3. So I thought that is going to look absolutely gorgeous as one little outside. Isn't it beautiful? So how I will do it further, I am not sure. I felt a little bit, ooh, but what now? What now? I've got the signatures kind of ready. Now I need to start filling them up. But before I can do that, I need to make the covers. And once again, one at a time, just do the next thing. Don't get overwhelmed by the largeness, is that the word, of the thing that you are doing. So let's say you are making lots of little gratitude journals for presents for Christmas. Once again, make a lot of signatures. Signature, if you don't know, I didn't know, is these little books. I call it, it's just a little book. It's just lots of pages that you put together, you fold them in half, and that is what they call a signature. I call it a little book. So when you make books, you can use many signatures like this. There's now 2, and you can put your cover on with 2 signatures, 2 little books in one cover, and then you bind it many different ways. I am still finding out and learning, and I must confess, it's very easy to look on YouTube and look at all the videos and think, oh, I'm going to do it like that. I love what that woman is doing. I am going to make a little book like that. Let me tell you, go and try and do that. It just doesn't work. So I had to make peace with it, find my joy, and are still learning and practicing and whatnot to do things my way, to just look, get the inspiration, and then come and sit in my own space, allow the life in me to lead me, and then just to play. And it is life changing to me. I am loving every moment of this process of finding out what I like, what comes naturally to me, what I do not like. So many times I look at videos and I just see things and I think, oh, I'm gonna love that. And then when I come here and try to do it, it doesn't work. I don't enjoy it. And I realize, nope, that's not for me. And that to me is the magic of creating, is finding your voice, what you love. So that's once again when I started this video and I thought, but what if the people don't like it? You know, it's Thailand. It's different. It's not South Africans, you know, and that doesn't even say anything because not all of my friends like this, you know. So, and I had to make peace with that. It's not about what others like. It is about what wants, how the life in me wants to manifest and flow through me. It's going to be different through you. So why do we try to do things like everybody else? Because that's their way, it's not our way. And then it doesn't work, and then we feel discouraged, not good enough. I'm get back to that point. I mean, that is what school did. You know, you get marks for the things that you create, and that one is better than yours. And your creativity, what happened? It just went dormant. That's actually it doesn't die. Creativity cannot die because we are creative beings. That is what we are. But it can become dormant. A little child, just go for it. A little child doesn't care if somebody's gonna like it, if it's good, if it's bad. It's not about that. For them, it's just about the act of playing, of doing, of being. And then they go to school, and then you know the system, and then they've lost it, and then we get married and whatnot, and kids, and life gets a hold of us in this realm, and our creativity just becomes dormant. So now I am learning, I am reviving my creativity, finding out what comes naturally to me, what makes me come alive. And that is these little, I call them gratitude journals. To me, these are not junk. It may be other people's junk. Husband came here and he brought me an old thing, piece of paper that a LP was in. And immediately I thought, oh, a beautiful old piece of paper. How I struggle to get my paper looking like that. I need to tea dye them and whatnot. So he's bringing it. So yes, it is his junk. And it's my absolute treasure. So immediately I look and I see and I hyperventilate about an old piece of paper. So yes, other people's junk, that's where the name junk journal comes from. But to